I said early on in the tournament that we had some tremendous Negro League teams in this tournament, and we have. But depth of the roster, I mentioned, would be a problem, especially pitching depth. And this is where the rubber meets the road. Today, the Hilldale Daisies must win to stay in the tournament. They are going with their number 3 pitcher in rotation. They'll be facing the Yankees' number 2 pitcher in the rotation. The Yankees also have an ace in the hole, and that was relief pitcher, some spot starter, Wilcie Moore. He's an A pitcher in Apba, and he might be used as a relief pitcher. He could go long relief, he could go short relief and close the game, or they could save him in case they need him for Game 3, and he could start Game 3. Hilldale Daisies have no such options. They are getting Judy Johnson back from injury, and that will help. Wilcie Moore is a pitcher who benefited from a broken arm in the minor leagues. He was hit by a line drive that broke his arm. When it healed, it caused pain to throw the ball overhand the way he normally did, so he had to throw the ball sidearm, and he discovered he could make the ball sink and do some other things that he couldn't do before. And that led to a tremendous amount of success in the minor leagues. He won 30 games in 1926. Owner of the Yankees, Ed Barrow, was thumbing through sporting newspapers, and he saw Moore's statistics, sent a scout to go see him pitch. Scout was not impressed. He returned and said that he didn't think Wilcie was a major league player. But Ed Barrow said anybody who won 30 games, even though it's the minor leagues, if you can't take a chance on a 30-game winner, you can't take a chance on anybody. So he's told the scout to go back and sign Wilcie Moore. Moore came to the Yankees as a 30-year-old rookie. Babe Ruth saw him hitting and batting practice and said, "That's got to be the worst hitter I've ever seen." And he bet Wilcie Moore that $300 that he wouldn't get 3 hits through the whole year. Moore took him up on that bet. He got 2 hits in Detroit, and then on August 26th, the last game at Navin Field, we know as Tiger Stadium, Wilcie Moore hit a roller halfway between third and home, beat out an infield hit, looked at Babe Ruth, and Babe brought $300 to the dugout and paid him off. After the season, Wilcie returned a thank you note to Babe Ruth to thank him for the $300 and let him know that he used the $300 to purchase 2 meals, which one he named Babe, the other he named Ruth. But Wilcie Moore, a 30-year-old rookie for the New York Yankees, gave them tremendous flexibility, won 19 games, and was the American League earned run average champion in 1927.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 2 of the 1925 Hilldale Daisies series with the 1927 New York Yankees. This is an elimination game. If the Yankees win, Hilldale goes home. If Hilldale wins, there'll be a Game 3 tomorrow. Herb Pennock is on the mound for the Yankees. He is a grade BZ pitcher, and Herb Pennock is pitched 16 2/3 innings in the tournament, 1.08 earned run average, and he is 2-0. Otto Briggs steps into the box for Hilldale. Here's a pitch from Herb Pennock. 6-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Mark Koenig is up with it, throws the first, 1 down. Frank Warfield. 6-4. So a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 away for the Daisies. Here is Judy Johnson. Daisies are glad to have him back from missing 4 games due to injury. Judy Johnson was a .389 hitter in 1925, and they've been missing him from the offense. He's back. Here's the pitch from Herb Pennick. 23, though, is going to be a 39. Strike one. 3-5 is an 8 against the B. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Earl Coombs is back and sizes it up, makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the Daisies. We go to the bottom of the first. No score, and the Yankees coming to bat. Reuben Blacksnake Curry takes the mound for the Hilldale Daisies to pitch the bottom of the first inning. He is a grade C Z pitcher. So he is a pitcher from Kansas City. Started with his career with the Chicago Union Giants, but then played for his hometown Monarchs. He is spelled Currie on his Apba card, and newspapers spelled his name that way, but his draft card for World War I spelled it Curry, and listed his address as 1723 Woodland Avenue, Kansas City, Missouri. That's 2 blocks from today's Negro League Museum. Here's the pitch to Earl Coombs leading off for the Yankees. 46, ground ball back to Curry. He's got it, throws the first, 1 away. Mark Koenig. Two for 5 yesterday with 2 singles. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Mark Koenig. 2-3 will be a double for the Yankee shortstop. What a day Babe Ruth had yesterday. Home run and 2 doubles, a single. 4 for 5. Drove in 3 runs. Here's the pitch to Babe Ruth by Reuben Curry, known for his curveball. 44 is a 6 drive to the left center field gap. The runner scores, and the Babe settles in the second with his 3rd double in 2 days. 1-0 New York. That brings about Lou Gehrig, who homered and tripled yesterday. Blacksnake Curry is going to issue a free pass to Lou Gehrig. Gehrig is 15 for 22 in the series. And so he takes a free pass to first base, first and second. That brings up Bob Musell. 337 hitter himself. Here's a stretch from the 6'4" Reuben Curry and the pitch to Bob Musell. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Hilldale is a fielding column 1, and that play is made by Clint Thomas. 2 outs. Here is Tony Lazzari. .25 is a 10. That's a single. But a ball bunted by Lazzari. He beats out the bunt. Bases are loaded for the Yankees, and catcher Pat Collins is the batter. He moves up 1 spot in the batting order for today's game. Bases loaded. Here's a pitch from Reuben Curry. 53 is an 18, fielding column 1. That's going to be an error on the shortstop, Jake Stevens. Ruth scores. Gary goes to 3rd. Lazzari to 2nd. The Yankees go up 2-0. Unearned run. Third baseman Joe Dugan. 3-3 roll. That 54 is a double. That's going to, wait a minute. 54 is a 6, and that is going to be a triple, but on double column cards used with 4 results, that's a double to center field. With 2 outs, the bases are cleared. Yankees 5, Hilldale Daisies 0. Here's Herb Pennock, who is the pitcher and treated to a 5-run advantage here in the first inning. 26 is a 24. That's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop, Jake Stevens. 3 outs, but the Yankees score 4 unearned runs, 1 earned, and they have 5-0 advantage after 1. We go to the top of the second. Yankees 5, Hilldale Daisies 0. All right, the Hilldale Daisies come up in the top of the second, and suddenly they have a mountain to climb. Herb Pennock pitches to first baseman Tank Carr. 46 is a ground ball to Joe Dugan at third. Throws the first. 1 down. Biz Mackey. 3-6 is a base on balls. Pennock has the BZ modifier. Here is Clint Thomas, talented center fielder for the Daisies. 341 hitter in 1925. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Herb Pennock has his second strikeout. Here is George Debo Johnson. 3-5 is a 9 against the beat. It's going to be a infield single for George Johnson. First and second for Hilldale. Here is Jake Stevens, a chance to make up for that error that led to 4 Yankee runs in the first inning. Five is a 9. That's going to be a slow roller towards second base. Stevens is fast, and he beats it out. The bases will be loaded for Hilldale. All right, Reuben Curry was a 200 hitter in 1925. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Reuben Curry. 3-6 is the roll. That's going to be a 33. That's going to be an out. A line out right to Lou Gehrig. That is the top of the second. Daisies leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the second. Yankees 5, Daisies nothing. Back to the top of the New York order, Earl Coombs, Mark Koenig, and Babe Ruth. 3-2 is a 26. Ground ball to second base. Fielded by player manager Frank Warfield. Throws the first. 1 away. Mark Koenig comes to bat. He led off the big inning for the Yankees with a double. His first time up. 36 is a base on balls. Average speed at first. Here is Babe Ruth. Lou Gehrig on deck. Pitch to the Bambino. 64 is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. 23 is a 12. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. Warfield flips to Stevens over to Carr. An inning ending 4-6-3 double play. Go to the top of the third inning. Yankees 5, Hilldale nothing. All right, Otto Briggs leads off for the Hilldale Daisies. He's 13 for 37 in the tournament. Working against Herb Pennock, a grade B Z pitcher. Here's the pitch to Otto Briggs. 35 is a 9. It's going to be a base hit for Briggs. We're using basic Apba all the way, except for I give the catchers a chance to throw out base runners when they're stealing. Here is Frank Warfield. One, 2 is a 25, and that's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Here's Judy Johnson. 34 is a fly ball to Earl Coombs in center field. Herb Pennock faces the minimum with the help of a double play in the top of the third. We go to the last of the third. Yankees 5, Hilldale Daisies 0. Lou Gehrig leads the last of the third. Here's the pitch to the Yankee first baseman. 1-3 is going to be a base on balls. Second walk for Gary, and he's drawing a lot of walks in this tournament. Here is Bob Musell. 52 is a 27. That'll be a double play. 5-4-3. Ground out to third base, to second, to first. 2 outs. Tony Lazzari. 1-1 roll, that's a 4, and that's going to be a triple for Lazzari to left field. Pat Collins. 2-2, that's a 7, base hit. Scores Lazzari, and the Yankees with 2 outs put another run on the board. It is New York 6, Hilldale nothing. They'll play it safe with Pat Collins. He's a slow runner at first. Pitch to Dugan. That's a 1-1 roll. Second column roll is 21. That's a 7. Single to right field. That puts Collins at second because we're playing it safe. Pitcher Herb Pennock. '51's a 9 against the C. That's going to be a ground ball to Judy Johnson at third to throw to first. 3 outs. The Yankees add 1 in the third. We go to the top of the fourth. New York 6 and Hilldale 0. George St. Carr steps into the left side of the batter's box for the Hilldale Daisies. He's a switch hitter. Here's a pitch from Herb Pennock. 56 is a base on balls. There's Bismacki. The Daisies have had base runners in the game. They've not got that clutch hit yet. Here's the pitch to the Daisy catcher. 25 is an 11. Single over first. Runner goes to third. And Mackey can steal on the next pitch. Clint Thomas is the batter, and Bismacki is going to go. 11 through 16, he'll be thrown out. 32, Mackey steals second. So Bismacki, the catcher, gets his second stolen base in the tournament. They got second and third. Nobody out. Pennock goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Clint Thomas. 1-3 is a 42 hit by pitch ball that fills the bases. With the bases loaded, George Johnson comes to bat. He's got 3 homers and 3 doubles in the tournament. 11 for, he's 12 for 30 in the tournament. Can George Johnson put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch. 21 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 away. Jake Stevens, who singled his first time up. 3-2 is a 2-6. Infield was playing back. Let's see. Runner is out at second. Everybody else advances 1 base, so Carr scores. Mackey goes to third. Thomas is out at second, 4-6. Fielder's choice for Jake Stevens. Hilldale's on the board. It is Yankee 6, Hilldale 1. Two outs and Black Snake Curry. .35 is a foul out to the second baseman, caught by Tony Lazzari. That's the end of the inning. Hilldale gets on the board in the fourth. It is 6-1 Yankees. Frustrating day for Reuben Curry. He's stranded 5 base runners in his 2 at-bats, and he's given up 4 unearned runs, 2 earned runs. Here's the pitch to Earl Coombs to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Yankees. 26 is a ground ball to third base. Judy Johnson has it, throws to first, 1 down. Earl Coombs is 0 for 2 today, 9 for 35 on the tournament. Mark Koenig, 53 is a 19, fielding column 1. Error on Judy Johnson, third baseman. The last Hilldale run cost them 4 unearned runs. Babe Ruth comes to bat. One 4 is a fly ball to left field, and that's caught by Otto Briggs. 2 outs. Lou Gehrig. They're going to pitch to him. 3-2 is a 26. That's a ground ball to second base. Goes the short way. There's Warfield to Stevens to retire Koenig at second. 4-6. That's the end of the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th. New York Yankees 6 and the Hilldale Daisies 1. Otto Briggs leads off the 5th inning against Herb Pennock, a BZ pitcher. Otto Briggs played in the Negro Leagues from 1915 to 1934, almost 20 years. Finished with the Back Rack Giants. Here's the pitch to Briggs. 45 is a base on balls. Fast runner at first. Frank Warfield. Warfield will hit and run. There goes Briggs. Here's the pitch to Warfield. 1-5 is an 11. Single to right center field. Runner goes to third. Briggs steals on the 4th pitch to the next batter. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the batter. And he will run. .63 is safe. Second and third with nobody out, and Judy Johnson up with 2 balls and 2 strikes. .21 is going to be a 32. That is a fly ball to right field. Or X. He didn't have an exit, so that's going to score Briggs. Sacrifice fly. Warfield tags and goes to third. And it's now 6-2. All right, Tank Carr comes to bat. Came into the series hot, but Yankee pitching has cooled his bat. Infield will play back. Here's the pitch to Carr. 46 is a 12. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Okay, the runner is going to tag and be thrown out at home, 9-2. That ends the inning. Hilldale scores once. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees 5, Hilldale Daisies 2. I said Yankees 5-2. It's 6-2. Bob Musil will lead off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th. He is 11 for 30 in the tournament. Here's the pitch to Musil. 31 is an 8 against the seat. That's going to be a leadoff single to left center field for Bob Musil. And that is the 7th Yankee hit today. Musil's fast at first. Tony Lazzari. No outs. I think the Yankees will start the runner. Hit and run. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Musil will scramble back to first. 1 down. Catcher Pat Collins. 6-4 is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Curry is a grade C Z pitcher, so he's got the Z modifier. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop. He flips to Warfield. Stevens to Warfield to retire Musil. Fielder's choice. And now Pat Collins is the runner at first. He's slow. They'll play it safe. Jumping Joe Dugan comes to bat. 51 is a 9. That's going to be a ground ball to Judy Johnson at third. Throws to first. That's the end of the Yankees' half of the 5th inning. We go to the 6th inning. Yankee 6 and the Daisies 2. Herb Pennock returns for the 6th inning. He's held the Daisies to 4 hits and 2 runs. Here's the pitch to Biz Mackey. 1-5-4 is a fly ball to the left fielder. Babe Ruth is under it. Makes the catch. 1 down. Here is Clint Thomas. 2-5 is a single, and a stolen base can ensue on the 11 and Basie Kappa. He will take that opportunity. 44, that's safe. Here is George Johnson. This could be the hit that the Daisies are waiting for. Base hit. Single to right. That's going to score Clint Thomas. Six to 3 cuts the lead in half. Daisies have had plenty of runners in scoring position, but they've not been able to get that hit with runners in scoring position. Here is Jake Stevens. 5-5 is a 9 base hit, infield hit. Hilldale starts the 6th inning with 3 straight hits. They have a potent offense. Reuben Curry, nobody out. Curry will try to lay down a bunt. One's a 25. First and second, that's going to be a bunt that's popped up to the pitcher. Quick throw to first. Catches Stevens. So that turns into a double play. And takes Stevens off the bases. Johnson's at second. Now there's 2 outs. Otto Briggs. No, that's 3 outs. That ends the inning. Hilldale adds 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. New York 6, Hilldale 3. Pitcher Herb Pennock leads off for the Indians in the last of the for the Yankees in the last of the 6th inning. 26 is a ground ball to the shortstop. 1 away. Earl Coombs. I said Indians. I was thinking about watching the Royals game last night. Brady Singer, rookie for the... Yesterday was a big day for new athletes in Kansas City. Brady Singer is a rookie pitcher for Kansas City. Took a no-hitter against the Indians into the 8th inning. He went 7 2/3 before they got the first hit. And the Chiefs last night had 4 significant rookies. They've been saying they had some young players that were going to play a lot. And they had 4 new players really add quite a lot. Well, similarly, the left guard is not a rookie, but, man, he is a big addition with his run blocking. And the punter and running back and then a defensive back, Snead. They also get one Thornhill safety back from injury from last year. He's a good player. All right, Earl Coons leads off the top of the order for New York with 1 out. 6-4 is a 9. That's going to be gets the C pitcher pop out to third base. 2 outs. Mark Koenig. 53 is a 19 against the field in column 1. That's going to be with 2 outs, a ground out to third. 5-3, 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. In the 6th, we go to the top of the 7th. New York 6 and Hilldale 3. All right, Hilldale comes up top of the 7th inning. They've got 9 outs to work with. They're hanging around. Now just 3 runs behind the Yankees. Speaking with manager Miller Huggins, he's decided he's going to hold Wilcie Moore out of today's game and leave him available to pitch the deciding game, game 3 tomorrow. Here's a pitch to Otto Briggs from Herb Pinnock. 1-3 is a base on balls to Otto Briggs. Been on base 3 times at the leadoff spot. This is the point of weakness inning for Pinnock. 3 bad things happen. His grade goes down a level. George Pipgrass gets up and begins throwing in the Yankee bullpen. Frank Warfield steps in. Here's the pitch to Warfield. 42 is a 9 against the B pitcher. That's going to be an infield hit. Hilldale keeps the pressure on. They got first and second. Nobody out. Judy Johnson. (5-3) is a 20, fielding column 2. That's going to be an error on the second baseman, Tony Lazzari. That loads the bases. No outs and timeout. All right, that's the end of the day for Herb Pinnock. He goes 6 innings, and the replacement will be George Pipgrass. He's a grade C pitcher, X and W modifier. Another Yankee gets up in the bullpen. That's Bob Shockey, begins to loosen in the Yankee pen. Here's the pitch to George Carr. Can George Carr put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch to Carr. 6-5 is popped up. No, it's a W. That's going to be a base on balls. Everybody moves ahead 90 feet. It is now 6-4. Biz Mackey. Mackey is a switch hitter, so there's no bump up if I bring in Shockey. Here's the pitch to Mackey. The infield is playing back. 41 is a 24, and that's going to be a, let's see, double play ground ball. The runner out at second, batter out at first. Everyone 6-4-3 double play. Judy Johnson scores. Carr goes to third. Warfield scores. Carr goes to Carr's out at second. Mackey is out at first. And there are 2 outs. 6-5. New York is going to change pitchers again. They're going to bring in Bob Shockey. He is a grade B pitcher, X modifier. For 1 batter, he will be a grade A pitcher pitching to Clint Thomas. Hilldale battling back there, now down by a run with the runner on third. Here's the pitch to Clint Thomas. 3-6 is a base on balls. That's the third walk surrendered in the inning, and we'll bring up George Johnson. Infield with 2 outs playing back. George Johnson is 2 for 3 with 2 singles in today's game. Here's the pitch to Johnson. 31 is an 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a single to right. Runner scores. And the runner on first goes to third. Suddenly, the game is tied. First and third, 2 outs. Jake Stevens will be walked intentionally to pitch to the pitcher, Reuben Curry. (6-6) roll for Reuben Curry. That's the end of the frustrating day for Curry. That's a triple to right field, bases loaded triple. And suddenly, the Hilldale Daisies lead by 3, 9-6. Yankee fans are saying, where in the world is Wilcie Moore? But Miller Huckins has made the decision. He wants an A pitcher. If he had to go to Game 3 to face Nip Winters, an A pitcher for Hilldale. And so he stuck by that decision. They're now down by 3. Here's the top of the order, and Otto Briggs. 2-5 is a 11. That's going to be a hit. And Briggs could steal on the next pitch. And we got to get the rotating dice. Briggs will not steal. He'll hold as Frank Warfield comes to bat. If we thought the Yankees had it in the bag after they scored 5 runs in the first inning, we don't know the Hilldale Daisies. Here's the pitch to Frank Warfield. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to end the inning. Ground ball to second base. Tony Lazzari throws to first as the third out. In the top of the 7th, the Hilldale Daisies score 7 runs. Not one of them was earned. Critical error by Tony Lazzari opened the door. And the Hilldale takes a 10-6 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. Babe Ruth will lead off the last of the 7th inning for the Yankees. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Here's the pitch to the Babe. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 down. Yankees are in danger of losing their first game of the tournament. Here is Lou Gehrig. 43 is a ground ball back to Curry. Throws to first. 2 outs. Bob Musil. 44 is a single. Musil's 2 for 4. Fast runner at first. Here is Tony Lazzari. Three 6 is 2 balls and no strikes. And 64 is going to be a strikeout. We go through the 8th. Hilldale Daisies 10, the New York Yankees 6. Bob Shockey will get the heart of the Daisy order. Judy Johnson, Tank Carr, and Biz Mackey. Here's the pitch to Judy Johnson. 6-5 is a 35. That's going to be a ground ball to first base taken by Lou Gehrig. Steps on the bag, 3 unassisted. Tank Carr. Bob Shockey is a BX pitcher. Here's the pitch to Tank Carr. 64 is a base hit for Tank Carr. Biz Mackey. Fly ball to center field. Earl Coombs comes in for it and makes the catch. 2 down. Clint Thomas. 6-6 roll for Thomas. That's a hit column roll. Could mean another run. 23 is a double. And Carr scores. (11-6) Hilldale. Here's George Johnson. 21. That's a swing and miss for strike 3. That ends the top of the 8th. Hilldale adds 1. They lead 11-6. Black Snake Curry goes back to the mound. He's got 1 mark against his point of fatigue. He is a happy man. He was frustrated with the bat, stranding 6 runners in 3 at-bats. But then he hit a bases-loaded triple to break the game open for Hilldale. In this inning, he's got the bottom of the Bronx Bombers order, Pat Collins, Joe Dugan, and the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Pat Collins, 41. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Jake Stevens has got it, throws to first. One down. Joe Duggan. 1-3 is a base on balls. The Yankees will go to their bench and select Roy Mohart to pitch hit for the pitcher Bob Chalky. Warming up in the Hilldale Daisies bullpen is Mervyn Red Ryan, and Miles Thomas is losing in the Yankee pen. He'll pitch the ninth inning. Here's the pitch to Roy Mohart. 6-6 is a hit column roll for Mohart. 1-6 will be a double. And runner on first is Duggan. He is average speed. He goes to third. Mohart delivers in the pinch, and Ruben Curry's rating goes down to D and timeout. All right, Frank Warfield's going to bring in a new pitcher for Hilldale. That's Mervyn Red Ryan. He is a grade C pitcher, YZ modifiers. He will not be bumped up because Coombs is a left-handed hitter. Runners on second and third. There's only one out. Here's the pitch to Earl Coombs. 4-2 is a 9 against the C. That's going to be a fly out to right field. That's going to tag the runner, though. Dugan scores. On the sacrifice fly to right. 11-7. All right, the batter is Mark Koenig. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Koenig. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Clint Thomas strikes it down. He makes the grab. Yankees are retired. They score once. And we go to the top of the ninth. Hilldale 11, New York 7. Okay, for the ninth inning, the new pitcher for the Yankees is Miles Duckeye Thomas. He is a grade C pitcher with a W modifier in control. Jake Stevens leads off for the Daisies. They're up by 4. Here's the windup and the pitch to Jake Stevens. 43 is a little roller back to Thomas. Throws to first. 1 away. Pitcher Ryan will hit for himself. 3-2 is a 26 ground ball to Lazari at second. 2 outs. Otto Briggs. He's been on base all day. He's been on base 4 times. 2 walks, 2 singles, and an RBI. Here's the pitch to Briggs. 21 is a fly ball to right field. Bob Musil is under it, makes the catch. Go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Hilldale Daisies 11 and the New York Yankees 7. All right, Hilldale's 3 outs away from securing a spot in Game 3 of this series. They're going to have to run the gamut. Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Bob Musil stand in the way. Here's the pitch from Mervyn Ryan. 35 to Ruth is a 9. That's going to be a pop-up to third base. Judy Johnson calls for it, makes the catch. 1 down. Ryan's a CYZ pitcher. Here is Lou Gehrig. 3-3 is a drive. It's going to be off the wall to right field. Gary round second. He's going to go for 3. It's going to be a triple. 3 bases for the Iron Horse. He's at third with 1 out. Bob Musil. Infield will play back. There's a stretch and a pitch from Ryan. 4-3 is a 29. Ground ball back to Ryan. Checks the runner at third and throws the first. 2 outs. Yankees' last hope is Tony Lazari, second baseman from San Francisco, California. Here's a pitch to Lazari. 1-1 roll is a 4. That's a double to Right field, Gehrig scores. Lazari rounds second. He's thinking three. Here's a throw from George Johnson to third. He is out at third. That's the end of the ball game. Lazari gunned down trying to stretch a double into a triple, 9-5. The final score is the Hilldale Daisies 11, the New York Yankees 8. We'll go to game 3. But before that, we'll wrap this up in just a second. Right, here is the play result that ended the rally for the Yankees in the 9th inning. The double to right, runner scores, batter out trying for third. Right field to second to third base. So the rally ends, leaving the Yankees 3 runs short, and they lose their first game in the all-time greats tournament. The Hilldale Daisies scored 11 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. The Yankees scored 8 runs on 12 hits. They only committed 1 error, but that error led to 7 runs in the 7th inning. The winning pitcher was Reuben Blacksnake Curry, 7 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. They had a costly error that allowed 4 unearned runs score in the first inning. The losing pitcher was George Pipgrass. Our Cannonball Dick Redding star of the game is Reuben Blacksnake Curry, the winning pitcher of today's game, and also his 3-run triple in the 7th inning totally turned his day around and turned the day around for the Hilldale Daisies. He batted in the bases loaded in the 2nd, popped out to first. Curry batted with the 2 runners on in the 4th, popped out the 2nd. He was retired with 2 runners on in the 6th, but in the 7th, he tripled, 3 runs home, and that opened the door for the Hilldale Daisies to stay in the tournament, and they'll compete tomorrow against Wilsey Moore, and they will have their number 1 starter, Nip Winters, on the mound. Join us for that game. Hope you like this game. Thanks for watching. Good day, and God bless.
Mm-hmm.